Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Jaya Gaurahari, 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 Jaya Gaurahari. Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Rukmini Krishna, Jaya Rukmini Krishna, Rukmini Krishna, Jaya Rukmini Krishna. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. प्रणाम संगीतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्री श्री रुक्मिणी कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की, आप सभी भक्तवृंद की, मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरं हरि ओम तत्सत्। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। Okay, let's do some arrangement. Shyam, go and sit in the back, and you come and sit in the front. Dviti, come in the second. And who is there? Yes, you come here. Shift. Oh no, sorry, you. Shift. Front. No, you sit here. And Mahesh, come here, you go there. Anikit. So I can see everybody. If not, he is sitting behind, I cannot see him. You are tall, I can see you now. He is short, so I cannot see him. If he is now, I can see him and both. Okay, so we are reading from NOI, that is Nectar of Instruction. I'm sorry I could not get my laptop today, but I will show you some presentation. So we are reading from the book Nectar of Instruction by Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. So we are in the text number 5 today. So I got my own book. How many of you got your own book? Show. Own personal book. Upar uthao, Saurabh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Online you can take out, those who don't have book. This is Bhakti Bhagavat. This for us is Bhakti Bhagavat, and this is for us Grantha Bhagavat. So for those who don't have Grantha Bhagavat, take out Bhakti Bhagavat. He is always constant companion. There is one book in ISKCON, I found out, False Ego, a constant companion. But I find it more easy to say cell phone, the constant companion. I have seen people even taking to bathroom this phone. Listening to lectures, of course, Prabhupada lectures. Correct use of the bad use of the bad bargain. Best use of the bad bargain. So we recited the sloka? Suppose? No. Okay, so there are 5 slokas, 11 slokas in total, and we are in the 5th sloka. So at least everybody, I don't know how many of you have learned these slokas or not, but at least you should memorize the slokas. Minimum 11 slokas. How many slokas are there in all the Shastras, do you know? Bhagavad Gita? Srimad Bhagavatam? 18000 plus, so that means if you have to learn 18,700 SB plus BG, so it will be 18,700. We cannot learn. Nectar of Devotion, that is Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. Can you learn? Then there is one small book, Ishopanishad. How many slokas? Plus that. Possible? Not possible. At least in your life, learn these 11 slokas. Very important. You can use it everywhere. Memorize the slokas and try to implement that in your life. At least the 11 slokas. If not 700, but at least 11. Try to first learn the Sanskrit slokas and then slowly and gradually you will understand the translation. So let's recite. kṛṣṇeti yasya giritam manasādriyeta dīkṣāsti chet praṇatibhiś bhajantam īśam śuśrūṣayā bhajana-vijñam anya-nindā-ādi-śūnya-hṛdam īpsita. Holy name of Lord Kṛṣṇa. Iti. Thus, yasya, of whom, giri, in the words or speech, tam, manasā, by the mind, ādriyeta, one must honor, dīkṣā, initiation, asti, there is, chet, if, praṇatibhiḥ, by obeisances, cha, also, bhajantam, engaged in devotional service, īśam, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, śuśrūṣayā of Godhead, śuśrūṣayā, by practical service, bhajana-vijñam, one who is advanced in devotional service, ananyam, without deviation, anya-nindā-ādi, of blasphemy of others, etc. Shunya, completely devoid. Hṛdam, whose heart, īpsita, desirable. Saṅga, association. Labdhyā, by gaining. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Somebody would like to read the translation? You have to raise hand because he raised hand first, so he will read. Class norms and behavior. If you raise hand, then only you are allowed to speak. Otherwise, no. You cannot just start.
Translation. One should mentally honor the devotee who chants the holy name of the Lord Kṛṣṇa. One should offer humble obeisances to the devotee who has undergone spiritual initiation, dīkṣā, and is engaged in worshipping the deity. And one should associate with and faithfully serve that pure devotee who is advanced in undeviated devotional service and whose heart is completely devoid of the propensity to criticize others.
Thank you very much. So here, this, how many of you are here for the first time for this sloka? Because last Sunday also we discussed. First time, 5th sloka, text number 5, first time. Okay, so we already discussed about this 5th sloka in last class. So there I already spoke 80%, just 20% is left now. I am not going through the purport because the purport is really very long and it's not easy for us to complete the purport because we'll then lack the main points. So I want all of you to go home and read it, and then we do one quiz specifically on this text 5. That will be the test. Okay, I'll ask Sudarshan Bhu and then you all write. I'll give you paper, you all write. MCQ questions, some statement questions. So this will prove that whether you read the purport or not, because that will be exact copy of the purport. Like suppose there is some line from the purport, like say a person who is faithfully engaged in the worship of the deity in the temple but who does not know how to behave toward dash in general is called a dash. So if you read the purport, then you will understand what to write. So you have to go home and read it. Like class 5 students, they mug up. So you have to mug up few important points. Come here, write exam. That means you are done with text number 5. Okay. And sometimes statement based also, like one line answer, like what is your name? My name is dash dash dash. So here this sloka, last sloka, text number 4, anybody can memorize, like has memorized? No, cannot see. Memorize. Yes. So yeah. Anyone? Yeah, so this is thank you very much. So this is the verse which talks about how you should deal with the devotee. Dadati, give something in gift. Dadati, pratigirnati, also accept. Dadati pratigirnati, guhyam, talk something confidential. Pratigirnati, guhyam akhyati prichati, bhungte bujayate jiva. Prasadam, exchange of prasadam, offer and have. Honor prasadam if somebody is giving you, and you also should give prasadam to somebody else. Bhungte bujayate jiva, sadgiri prasadam. These are the 6 symptoms. Like in everything, there, like text number 4, the main thing is about giving only. Like, how do you say? The dati is giving. The dati, give. And pratigirnati is also giving. How? Pratigirnati means actually what? Accepting. The dati means to give and pratigirnati means to accept. But the dati means to give and pratigirnati means also to give. How? Because somebody is giving you, okay, giving. This is very easy to understand. Somebody is giving, you understand, giving. But pratigirnati, how do you understand that somebody is giving? Suppose tomorrow Kishan Prabhu gives me a japa bag, new japa bag. Prabhu, this is for you. So how do I give him? Pratigirnati is also giving. But he is doing me dadati. But again, I am also doing him dadati. That means I am also giving him. How? By giving him the opportunity to give me. So this is also a giving principle. You understand? I am giving him the opportunity to give me. So that is why it is not that I am taking it, but I am giving him the opportunity to give it to me. So that is also giving. So it's always giving. It's never taking. Remember this. Krishna consciousness means never giving. I am giving him the opportunity to give it to me. Okay, put this in your mind. Very easy thing, but little, like last time we discussed about Krishna's name. Not different, but again same. So we'll keep discussing things, few insights like this. Okay. So now this sloka, text number 5, talks about, 4th one talks about how we should deal with a devotee, and 5th sloka talks about what type of devotees we should associate with. Now we know that these 4 things we should do in text number 4, but with whom we should do and what kind of devotees we should do is spoken in the verse number 5. You both share one book, give him one book. So take out your copies and note. Whatever I say, just note. Go home and read. This will help you. This is like directly like how I did my graduation. In graduation, teacher comes, takes out one book and read. Go home and read. I don't care whether you study here or not. But we'll discuss something new. Last time, who all were not there for who can write? Good handwriting. Has experience of writing in the whiteboard. Who wrote? Who is the person who wrote? Then come. You write my name. My name. Everybody knows my name. I am Das. That is only small. HG is so big and Das so small. You should write HG small. Erase my name. NOI text 5. Just write that. Okay, so this here recording is going on. If you don't understand anything, you can go through the recording and ask me. But this recording, we are not going to publish it. I mean, not going to upload it anywhere. This will be unlisted. If you want, personally ask Rishi Pran Krishna Prabhu. He will give it to you personally. Okay. NOI text 5. Okay. So last time you remember the table? Huh? So there are 3 levels of devotees which is being spoken here. Okay. First is Kanishta, Adhikari. Second is Madhyama Adhikari, and the third is Uttama Adhikari. Okay, 3 levels of devotees. So when here you take out in the table. So when Rupa Goswami says kṛṣṇeti yasya giritam, that means what? Somebody who is chanting the names of Krishna, you should accept him that he is chanting the holy name. kṛṣṇeti yasya giritam. Giri means what? Use of words or speech. Giri. You see transliteration. What is the meaning given? What is the meaning given? Translation. Transliteration. Giri means? See. Words or speech. Giritam. kṛṣṇeti yasya giritam. Somebody who is using chanting, so you respect him mentally. Manasādriyeta, with mind. First. Second, dīkṣāsti chet, praṇatibhiś. Means somebody who has undergone spiritual initiation, you must offer him obeisances. Then the third one is bhajantam īśam śuśrūṣayā, bhajanam-vijñam, anya-nindā-ādi. So somebody who is very seriously following spiritual life and Krishna consciousness, to him you should offer some service. That is what is called bhajantam īśam śuśrūṣayā. Somebody who is doing ananya bhakti, it is written bhajanam-vijñam ananya bhakti. Ananya, the word ananya means undeviated or unstoppable. Ananya, constant. Ananya means constant. Somebody who is constantly practicing spiritual life. So for those who were there in the last class, they don't have to write this. For those who were not there, they note this down. We'll discuss on this. So write the 3 points. Somebody who is not chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we must offer them pranam through mind. Okay, write this point. This is from the sloka. And somebody who has went through initiation by a bona fide spiritual master must be offered obeisances. And we must serve the personality who is bhajanam-vijñam ananya, means one who is advanced in devotional service. And here initiation means Brahmin initiation. Somebody who has also first initiation, but specifically Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says about the second initiation. Okay. Get your book, notebook. So when Kanishta Adhikari you speak about, so Kanishta is somebody who looks in the, you see 3, Kanishta, Madhyama and Uttama. Visible to everyone? Kanishta is basically first initiator. Just Harinam initiation is Kanishta. Okay? Easy to understand? First initiation, Kanishta Adhikari. Madhyama Adhikari is second initiated. Okay? And Uttama Adhikari is very much advanced. And he is not interested in blaspheming, and his heart is completely clear. So, very easy to understand how to distinguish these three, Kanishta, Madhyama and Uttama. There are three levels of devotees. Okay, these are the levels of devotees. So how to now understand who is a Kanishta Adhikari? You can write, who is a Kanishta Adhikari? In English, if you have to say Kanishta Adhikari, then you can say somebody who is Prakrita Bhakta. Prakrita means materialistic devotee. Materialistic devotee, how? We will make you understand in this. Okay, so who is a Kanishta Adhikari or Kanishta devotee? We are writing the points. Not from this board, okay? I will say, this explanation will come later on. Kanishta Adhikari is someone who does not respect advanced devotees. Someone who does not respect the advanced devotees is a Kanishta Adhikari. First point, everybody does not respect advanced devotees. Write in short form, okay? Don't write complete words, right? Don't D&D. Respect advanced ADV. So you can note it down. Does not respect advanced devotees in Krishna consciousness. Does not purposefully study scriptures. See, this point is very much. जानते हैं कि शास्त्र पढ़ना चाहिए, लेकिन जानबूझ के शास्त्र का पढ़ाई नहीं करते. Does not purposefully study scriptures. Pen? Somebody lend him pen. You should ask for help. We are ready to give. Dadati prati granati. Okay, point number 2 done. First point is does not respect advanced devotees in Krishna consciousness. Does not. Second point is does not purposefully study scriptures. Purposefully, janbujh ke. Number 3rd point is does not try to understand the actual standard of pure devotional service. Whatever way he is doing, okay. His way is highway, so he is respecting that. And the 4th point is, 3rd point is he does not try to understand the actual standard of pure devotional service. He does not try to understand the actual standard of pure devotional service. This is the 3rd point. Kanishta Adhikari, this lakshan should be there. Otherwise, he is not a Kanishta Adhikari. Does not purposefully study scriptures. He knows he has his whole set of Bhagavatam, he has whole set of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he has whole set of Prabhupada Lilamrita, but does not study purposefully. Number 4th point is he may, however, follow the regulative principle learned from his guru or his family who worships the deity. That's it. Follow the regulative principles learned from his guru or his family who worships the deity. Because Kanishta Adhikari is very much attached to deity. So somebody who is too much into deity things, deity, and does not see Krishna outside the deity, he is a Kanishta Adhikari. Very easy to understand. So one of the lakshans of Kanishta Adhikari in Srimad Bhagavatam 11 to 47, page number 49. If you take out your NOI book 49. Archayam eva hare pujayam vashadhayate na tad bhaktesu chanyesu sa bhakta prakrita smrita. Does not respect, is very common. He only sees Krishna in the deity, but while dealing with the devotee, he is very much casual. He does not respect devotees. So this is not good. In fact, if you do the other way around, maybe Krishna would be more pleased. Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, who is my devotee is actually not my devotee. But who is the devotee of my devotee is actually my devotee. So Krishna is saying, now how can you say that Krishna is only in the deity and not in the devotees? So this is one lakshan of Kanishta Adhikari. He sees only Krishna in the deity and then devotees, whatever it could be, just leave it. I don't care. This is really very bad. Thank you. And now the characteristics. This was the definition of who is Kanishta Adhikari. In school you get, right? In college you get first the definition and then the characteristics. So the characteristics is that things that material expertise to be advancement in Krishna consciousness. Kṛṣṇadikari thinks that to get material achievement, he will be very much advanced in Krishna consciousness if he is very much expert in material things. And this is the first characteristic. Second, conscious of only deity in the temple. His only conscious is about the deity in the temple. Of course, deity in the home too. He's just conscious about the deity he has in his house, and he's just conscious about the deity he is in the temple. That's it. And he does not care. Whoever goes on. Thinks himself to be very high. Nobody knows more than me. This is one of the characteristics. These three are the characteristics. So there are many characteristics and many definitions to Kṛṣṇadikari. But also, according to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he says that Kṛṣṇadikari does not even appreciate or respect the paraphernalias. He is like, okay, once used, does not care. No, it should be respected and kept very nicely. Kṛṣṇadikari is that. And most of us, we come in that category. The first one. Don't think yourself to be in the middle. Prabhupada says you should come to the level of Madhyamadikari. Okay? So this is what was Kṛṣṇadikari. And who is Madhyamadikari now? Opposite to that, somebody who chants the holy name very nicely. Madhyamadikari, opposite to Kṛṣṇadikari. Kṛṣṇadikari only sees Krishna in the deity, but Madhyamadikari sees Krishna also in the other living beings. If not everywhere, but also in the other living beings. He knows that Krishna is present. Okay, Uttamadikari is highest. He sees Krishna in everything. Everything. Even if it's a layman, even if it's a hog, dog, a worm in the stool, he even sees Krishna there. What to speak of just hog stool, even in non-living things. One sign. What sign is this? So when, like, I don't know, like exactly, but it is somewhat like this, right? I'm not wrong. So devotee who sees this Toyota sign, you have seen, we have Gaurahari downstairs. If you go in the temple, so somebody who sees this Toyota sign to be hand raised like this is who is a Uttamadikari. He sees Krishna in the Toyota sign also. You will come to he can. It's very easy for him to find out Krishna. It's very easy for him to find out Krishna in anything and everything. Like it's very easy for us to find out faulty things in everything. So it's very easy for him to find out Krishna in everything. This is what is an Uttamadikari. So we are not in the level of even Madhyamadikari. What to speak of Uttamadikari? So at least we should try to come to the level of Madhyamadikari. Madhyamadikari, what he does, he offers love to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and also to other living beings. You read in the purport, you will find it out. Ishvara tad adhinesu baliseshu dvishastucha prema maitri kripapeksha yet karosi cha madhyama. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.46. The Madhyamadikari is a devotee who worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the highest object of love. Number one point, you can mark here. I just mark here. Like you can mark yourself in the book. 2, makes friends with the Lord's devotees. And then 3rd is merciful to the ignorant and avoids those who are envious by nature. These are the definition in page number 49. If you got your book, 11.2.46, the Bhagavata Sloka, you can mark there and you can make notes. This is the definition of a Madhyamadikari. And Madhyamadikari knows who is a devotee and who is not a devotee. So here it is saying, right? Prema, Maitri, Kripa, Apeksha. Prema, Maitri, and Kripa. We are writing the short forms, okay? Prema, Maitri, and Kripa. So it's written here. Prema to, he shows prema to whom? One who is advanced than him. This is characteristics of Madhyamadikari. Yeah? He shows prema to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and somebody who is senior to him or who is advanced in Krishna consciousness. It's not about senior, junior. It's somebody who is advanced in Krishna consciousness. And he's Maitriya. He's friendly with those who are in equal. Okay? Equals. Or those who are ignorant, they don't know anything about Krishna consciousness. He shows them mercy, apeksha. This is the this is the characteristics of a Madhyamadikari. So somebody who is a Madhyamadikari can do preaching because he can see these three things. You must know this important verse in Srimad Bhagavatam which speaks about these three things. With the devotees who are senior to us, we must be always offering them love. Actually, in three levels we should be offering love, but respect from love. Respect along with love should be offered to somebody who is advanced. And with equals, Maitri means you learn from them. You learn from them too, but you learn from them as in like what you know you share with me. Like today at home we discussed something like some sloka. I was reading Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. I discussed that. Somebody read Srimad Bhagavatam this about Bharat Maharaj. He read this. So we all gathered together and we discussed. So this is with the equals. And with Kanishtas or with the devotees who are just new or don't know anything, you share them what you know. But you give them your mercy. You know that, hey, you don't know, oh, what are you? This newcomer, I don't care. He's asking that, Prabhu, what does the word Kṛṣṇa means? And you don't respond to him. This is not good. So Kripa should be there. And Kripa comes from this. When you offer respect and love to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the advanced devotees, then love comes from there to here. Then only you can give love. Then only you can give love. Otherwise you cannot give love. Love is something which is coming from Kṛṣṇa, and Kṛṣṇa give those to those devotees who are very much advanced and close to him, and advanced devotees are very much close to him. So from them you get love, and then from them you get love, then you experience, oh, same situation it was with somebody I did in past, and that devotee, despite correcting me, he showed me love. So now when somebody new is doing it, I also show Kripa, love. So this is the level of Madhyamadikari. And Madhyamadikari knows that he is a new person, he is a very advanced person, he knows that. And Kanishthadikari does not know, so that's why he does not respect anybody. Kanishthadikari is the anybody who comes from Sunday. We also come for Sunday, right? So Kanishthadikari. And Uttamadikari is like Yatra Yatra Netra Pure Tatra Tatra Krishna's Pure. Whichever place he sees, anywhere, any place, he sees Krishna. Like I showed an example, Toyota. If you by mistake externally see a devotee and try to judge him, my dear brother, sisters are not there, my dear brother, you are very much nicely in the level of Kanishthadikari. So now Kanishthadikari has more levels. Kanishthadikari comes sub-point, Prakrita Sahajya, Prakrita Bhakta and Harinam Bhakta. We discussed this already last Sunday, so I'll just go very. Prakrita Sahajya is someone who chants Hare Krishna mantra consciously, casually. Just casual, like I have to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Like very much casual, does not care at all. Just very much casual with the things here. Does not like, okay, everybody is chanting. So when Sunday I come, I take out from there and then put it and okay, I am now Babaji. Otherwise, like what is inside you don't even know. Sometimes bead fell down. So one devotee coming from Mangalati, beads fell down while he was riding his bike. Beads fell down and he took his bag and he's sitting and chanting japa. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. There's nothing inside. So there was, like you have in temples we have fans, right? Very, very high speed fans. So when he went walking in the fan, so this got like very much closer. And then devotees find out that there is no beads only inside the bead man. So he's just acting that if you don't have beads, you ask, then can I have beads? If you don't have beads, at least you have clicker. What is not important is bead or clicker. What is important is that how good you are chanting. Right? Of course, beads is important because this is given by our acharyas. But what is more important than the beads is chanting of the holy name, which you can do any time, because what do you say? No time, place, circumstance for chanting the holy name. Na niyamita smarane na kalaha. So no rules and regulations for Bhagavad Giri. So that's why sometimes do not do externally things. Bhakti is always internal. Bhakti is never external. Attached to money, woman, and intoxication. Praṇatibhiḥ is this. Has faith that Krishna is God. He only has faith that Krishna is God. Bas. This is one good thing about Praṇatibhiḥ. He is having faith that at least Krishna is God. Chalo. Kuch to acha hai. Repeat what? Respect within the mind and don't associate with them. What you should do is you should respect them within the mind but don't associate with them. If you associate, then your bhakti will also become bhoo. Your japa will also go down. Then comes Prakrita Bhakta, one level higher. I mean, in the Kanishta only, but one level higher. Prakrita Bhakta, he chants 16 rounds daily, no matter what happens. Whereas Praṇatibhiḥ chants Hare Krishna mantra, but very much casually. Sometimes 8 rounds, sometimes 6, sometimes 10, sometimes 36, 64, sometimes not even 1. But Prakriti Bhakta, he always chants 16 rounds daily, no matter what happens. Follows 4 regulative principles. Only serves Guru and Krishna and thinks himself to be a disciple. मैं गुरु का सबसे अच्छा शिष्य हूँ. Nobody is a better disciple than me. I listen to my Guru very nicely. Whatever he says, I do it. I don't care whether the devotees are feeling bad or not. I don't care about my colleagues, whether they are finding it bad with me or not. I don't care whether I am having good relation with them or not. I don't care my sadhana is going good or not. Sadhana, seva, sambandha, swadhyaya, sadachara. I don't care at all. But I am a very good disciple because I follow the orders of my Guru. That is following the 4 regulative principles and chanting 16 rounds. Really? This makes you a good disciple? No. Respect. What you should do? You should respect them from mind, and you can talk to them like how we are talking. You can talk to them that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Oh, Krishna took incarnation as Rama. Krishna took incarnation as Narasimha, Vamana, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha. You can talk to them like that, and so on and so forth. Srila Prabhupada this Leela. And Harinam Bhakta is someone who chants minimum 16 rounds daily. I promise that Guru Maharaj, from today onwards, I will chant the holy name of Lord Kṛṣṇa minimum 16 rounds daily on beats. This is the promise that we do to our spiritual master. Minimum 16 rounds on the beats. Then follows 4 regulative principle. Serves not just Guru and Krishna. You see, serves Guru and Krishna. But here, Guru, Krishna and Bhakta. This is one definition. Very important. You just cannot just keep serving your Guru and Krishna. You also have to serve the devotees with whom you are staying. There was one time when you did not get Guru and Krishna. There was only one time when you had some devotees. And what you should do with them? Should offer obeisances in the body, mind and words. Kaya, mana and vakya. Pranam is something you can do by these 3. Pranam not always has to be, dandavat. Like you are on the road and crossing, some devotees crossing, and then you just jump from the bus and dandavat. You see a devotee, oh, he's from dandavat. You might crash yourself with another vehicle. So at least by mind, or at least if the devotee is having eye contact, then you can say Prabhu dandavat pranam. Or at least manas pranam from mind. So body, mind and words. Pranam is also an upachar which we worship while doing deity worship. Like there is 16 upachar puja, if you know. In temple, there is very elaborate process. In home, what we do? Just pushpa, five upachars, gandha, pushpa, dhoop, deep, naivedya. These 5 upachars we use. What do we give? Dhoop, incense, deep, lamp, dhoop, deep, gandha, chandan. Gandha is chandan, of course. Gandha, pushpa, flowers, and naivedya, something to eat, something food stuff to eat for Lord. But in temple, elaborate process, 16 upachars puja. First in mind and then in the whatever paraphernalia is available. So the last is pranam. Of all the 16 upachars, 64 upachars, the last is pranam. And if pranam is not offered, then the puja is not complete. And pranam has to be done in the 3 things. First in the mind, then by words, namo pankaj-nabhaya, namo pankaj-netraya, namaste. So nama, nama om Vishnu padaya. So by words we are offering, like how you say, om ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai shri guruve namaha. Namaha means I offer my respectful obeisances. So it is by words. And then of course you bow down by body. So these are the 3 levels of Kanishta Adhikari, and then after somebody crosses this, comes to this is a transition coming to Madhyama Adhikari. And we spoke about Madhyama Adhikari. Madhyama Adhikari is someone who is just second initiated. Okay? He is in the level. Not necessary that all the second initiated is Madhyama. Not necessary that all the second initiated devotees are Madhyama. And not necessary that all the first initiated are Kanishta. They could be in Prakrita Bhakta level also. So it is not that some post, oh, now I am initiated, so I am fitting in the Kanishta. No, I am second initiated, I am fitting in the, no. Now I have become a guru in ISKCON, so I am Uttama Adhikari. No, nothing like that. No designation. Sarva upadi vinirmuktam. First thing you have to understand that. Sarva upadi vinirmuktam tatparatvaina nirmalam. This is the first thing Rupa Goswami says in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Then your bhakti starts. You have to be free from all the designations. Then only you can become a devotee. That I am this, I am that, I am a what? I am a SL, servant leader, I am assistant servant leader, this, that, X, Y, Z. I am a group leader, I am this, that, I am president, I am this, I am manager. These things in spiritual life does not work. Material life, it works. Something which is more in spiritual life is less in material life, and something which is more in material life is the least in spiritual life. Now you distinguish. Use whatever like people in outside world they respect position, post, but here nobody respects. In fact, Krishna, when he he plays with his friends, so Krishna plays that tug of war. Tug of war, you know, right? Tug of war. So the team which loses, there are 2 teams, one of Krishna and one of Balaram. So one who loses has to become a donkey and take the load, like they will, you know, like how a father becomes a donkey for his son, or a horse. All the other team will sit and they will take a ride. So Krishna becomes donkey for his friends also, but he is the Akhila Brahmanda Nayak. Supreme Personality of Godhead, Param Purushottam Bhagwan. So he is even not having his designation. Like when he said to Mama Yashoda that you don't fear. I am the Akhila Brahmanda Nayak, I am Param Purushottam Bhagwan, I am Narayan, I am Vishnu. And then Subhadra says, I am Yoga Maya. And then Balaram says, I am Ananta Shesh. You don't. And then Yashoda telling all that, like Devi Devta has to take birth from my womb or what? Everybody in my house? So, but Krishna, Balaram, and all the associates of Lord, they come out of the designation. Tomorrow is the appearance day of Gadadhar Pandit, if I am right, or today? Today. So, Gadadhar Pandit is none other than Srimati Radharani, who wanted to enjoy the pastime of Lord being with him in a male body. So that's why she came as Gadadhar Pandit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is himself Krishna. Lord Nityananda is Balaram. Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu. And Srivas Pandit is
Narad.
yes, Narada. Who is Sadashiv then? Mahavishnu is Advaita Acharya. Yes. So when Krishna wanted to take the rasa of Srimati Radharani, then he came as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So that's why this cult of Krishna consciousness is under Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Because not under Krishna, but directly under Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We were discussing that somebody who is Krishna conscious has to be more Gauranga conscious. To know all these things, you have to be Gauranga conscious. Because without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to understand these things is not easy. Kathan Smrit Guna, that verse. Whatever is difficult for one to understand, text number Chaitanya Charitamrita. Kathanchana smret yasmin dushkaram sukaram bhavet vrismite vipratam syat Sri Chaitanyam namami tvam. Things that are very difficult to do becomes easy to execute if one somehow or other simply remembers Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But if one does not remember him, even easy things become very difficult. To this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu I offer my respectful obeisances. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 14.1. So okay, now Madhyamadhikari. So Madhyamadhikari is like someone who shows mercy to ignorant, like we discussed, Prema Maitri Kripa. So someone who shows mercy to the ignorant, and he's sincere friend to all the devotees of the Lord, and he disregards the association of the envious people, because he knows that he is a devotee and he is not a devotee. So he disregards the association. He does not associate. Association does not mean that you don't be with the person. I told you, right? Association means hearing. Make this correct. Association means hearing. Most important. Association means to hear. Just keep this in your mind. Association means Sangha. And Sangha means not just to be together, in person, of course, but more broad way of understanding association is by hearing. When you hear from the person, then you are safe. Okay, Tapas? Easy to understand? Association means hearing. Association is always from the heart, which is boundless. So now, the thing is that there is Kanishta, there is Madhyama, there is Uttama. Uttamadhikari always sees Krishna everywhere. He does not distinguish that, oh, he is a devotee, he is not a devotee. But Madhyamadhikari does distinction. He is a devotee and he is not a devotee. Then only he can preach. Otherwise, he will keep preaching everyone. And Madhyamadhikari does preach. Why? Because he sees everywhere he sees is Krishna only. They are all Krishna conscious. He sees like that. But so Kanishtadhikari comes to the level of Madhyamadhikari. If you have to preach, you have to be in the level of Madhyamadhikari. So when Kanishtadhikari comes to the level of Madhyamadhikari and does preaching, there's a very big difference. And when Uttamadhikari comes to the level of Madhyamadhikari and does preaching, there is a big lot difference. Uttamadhikari can do preaching to someone we cannot even imagine. Uttamadhikari sees Krishna everywhere. Srila Prabhupada, one time he was traveling in a city called New York or somewhere like that, I don't know. You know where is this Parameter? Parameter? Search in Google, Parameter. The name of the city called Parameter. First. Parameter or Paramet, something like that. Paramet. Search. First. Parameter, it is something like that. Find it? Did you get? Whatever the spelling is, Huh? Anybody? No.
Paramedic. Paramedic.
Yeah, Parramatta is suburb in Australia. Parramatta. So Srila Prabhupada was traveling to this place. Fortunately, Australia was blessed by the holy, gracious presence of Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada was traveling in this place, and then there's board. What is it written? Parramatta. And then when he saw this board, he was traveling and the car stopped in the signal, red light. Then devotees with Prabhupada, so Prabhupada was not like seeing it very nicely. So Prabhupada asked what is the name of the place, and then devotees said Parramatta. And then he said, instantly, without even 1 second, Prabhupada said, Nonam pramatta kurute vikarma. It's one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Search that sloka right now. Nonam, N-A-U-N-A-M, Nonam pramatta, which matches with the word. And if you read the translation, you will understand that this is my condition. Nonam pramatta kurute vikarma. Fast. Nonam, N-A-U-N-A-M. Nonam pramatta kurute vikarma. Nonam pramatta kurute vikarma yad indriya prite aprinoti na sadhu manye yatha atmanoyam asan api klesada asadeha. Srimad Bhagavatam 5.5.4, 5th canto, 5th chapter, 4th sloka. So the translation is, when a person considers sense gratification the aim of life, my condition, he certainly becomes mad after materialistic living and engages in all kinds of sinful activities. He does not know that due to his past misdeed, he has already received a body, which although temporary, is the cause of his misery. Actually, the living entity should not have taken on a material body, but he has been awarded the material body for sense gratification. Therefore, I think it not befitting an intelligent man to involve himself again in the activities of sense gratification, by which he perpetually gets material bodies one after another. Such an important verse can transform your life. For an intelligent person, it's very much required that you don't involve yourself in sense gratification. So Prabhupada is like that. He is an Uttamadhikari, but he comes down to the level of Madhyamadhikari and does preaching. So Kanishadhikari is someone who is Harinam initiated and he is trying to chant. Madhyamadhikari is someone who is Brahma initiated and fully engaged in Krishna conscious activities. And Uttamadhikari, very much advanced in Krishna consciousness and absolutely not interested in blaspheming others. Anya-nindā-ādi-śūnya-hṛdam. Got it? Anya-nindā. īpsita-saṅga-labdhyā. īpsita-saṅga-labdhyā. To that person you must have who is not doing blasphemy of any devotee. Otherwise, slowly, if you are associating with those devotees who does blasphemy, then slowly you will develop that. And to those who does not do blasphemy at all, if you associate with them, then slowly you will also develop that. Like a child has this instinct in him, he can walk, right? Someday he will walk. Of course, this instinct is there, that is why he can walk. So one day he walks. First he crawls, then gets up, falls down, gets up, walks down, and then finally someday he can walk. So that same thing is there within us. We are in the level of Kanishadhikari. We keep trying, and then one fine day we come to the level of Madhyamadhikari. And then we keep trying, and then we can come to the level of Uttamadhikari. That instinct is there always. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhya Kabuna. It is Krishna Prem is nothing outside. It is already inside. It is given. Sometimes that is why I don't know how many of you felt it. Sometimes You really chant the holy name, you get absorbed, you get tears in your eyes. Because it is Krishna Prem is already there. It is in the form of a seed. You have to make it a plant and then a tree. So how you make it? Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Shadya Govina. Shadya means something outside. Sadhya means goal. Something which is to be achieved outside. No. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Shadya Govina. It is not going to be achieved from outside. But Shravan Adi Shuddha Chitta Karahuda. Shravan is when you do Shravana, hearing, you develop that. You make the seed into a plant and plant into a tree. So hearing is the key to grow your bhakta beach. Brahmanda Brahmite Kuno Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata beach. So this beach is already there because you all came here. So Bhakti Lata beach is already there. But how do you now make it sprouted? By continuous hearing. And this hearing can really save you. Like it saved Parikshit Maharaj. It can even nullify a big curse. So what to speak of just bare minimum sins that we do. Now, so there was one time last time I did not speak. So principle of 20-60, 20-60-20. How many of you know this principle? This is written. You wrote this down. I'm erasing it. Okay. 20-60-20. Why are the lights not on? No electricity. So principle of I hope everybody can see. Principle of 20, 60 and 20. Now what is this? 20, 60 and 20. All of us should at least try to do this, three things. Now I'll explain what is that. Anybody? Kabhi suna? Bahar mein kahin bhi? Huh? In college, class, business meet, conference? Never? Huh? Tapas? No? Chiranjit? Shubhajit? No. It's usually discussed there, but this is like this ratio. Like ratio, if you give like this 20-60-20, businessman 20-60-20. Okay, so this principle is for those devotees who are for a while in ISKCON. At least now, because we are reading Nectar of Instruction, though I believe that we are all are in ISKCON for at least a while. Not that ISKCON के बारे में कुछ भी पता नहीं है, ऐसे आके बैठ गए नहीं. We know something about ISKCON. So this 20-60 principle, this ratio is for those people who are in ISKCON for a while. Initiated, not initiated, does not matter, but at least in ISKCON for a while. Now, how do you use 20, 60 and 20? Is that 20% of your time, 20% of your time, 20% of your time you give for helping others. You give for helping others. Helping others as in like, how do you help others? By you teach them by examples. We will relate to this in Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyama and Uttama Adhikari, okay? Time for helping others, helping others. Okay? You need to help others. And then rest 60 is time for What is it? Time for applying what you have learned. And this is for, and this is with equals. This is with equals. These are with people who don't know anything, like ignorance. People, those who are in ignorance, like when you go for book distribution or when we go out for preaching, so then this 20% for helping others. Preaching is also helping others, right? You give others. So 20% you give for helping others, 20% time for applying what you learned with equals, and 60% what you time for applying what you learned from equals, and 20% is the teachings. From seniors. Okay, like shiksha, teachings, or basically shiksha. This is from advanced devotees. This is from for ignorance, like those people who are new. These are with equal, and this is with advanced. We were discussing, right? Remember? Prema, Maitri, Kripa. So this is like Prema, Maitri, and Kripa. You get this principle? समझ में? नए लोगों को प्रचार करना है, मतलब helping. नए लोगों को कृष्ण के बारे में बताते हैं. So you are helping them to come out from the cycle of birth and death. So you help. 20% time, 20% of your time you give to helping others. 60% of your time you spend with your equals, with like-minded devotees who are equals, and then you discuss. Then you apply what you have learned with them. You offer them obeisances. When you see some fault, you don't blaspheme, you don't criticize, you don't make fun of that. What you learned, you apply here. Is with equals of the same level, like class 10. So all students who are in class 10. These are with class 5. These are with class 10, and these are with somebody who is already a graduate. So you take teachings from your seniors. This 20% you should take teachings, and main application is here, and then whatever is there has to be given there. So it goes 20, 60, 20. This is the process. So this will help us. This is a 20-30%. So this is with Uttamadhikari, Madhyama, and Kanishta. But basically this principle is done by somebody who is a Madhyama-adhikari. Madhyama-adhikari does preaching, na? He can see who is a devotee, who is not a devotee. So somebody who is a devotee, he does association with them. And somebody who is a not devotee, he does 20%. I told you that you should talk to them, but you don't associate with them. Kanishta adhikari, you can talk to them, but you should not associate with them. So this is that. Okay, 20 principle. Written? I'm erasing. Okay. So now we must be very much serious and careful that we don't. What kind of things we do. Somebody who is an Uttamadhikari, he uses his 100% time in Krishna consciousness. Abhyartha kalatvam. He does not waste time. 100% time he uses in Krishna consciousness. Even while sleeping also he is meditating upon Krishna. That is one of the lakshan of thing. Like we were discussing about Prema Maitri Kripa, no? So it's in Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.46. Prema Maitri Kripa. With seniors you should serve. With the devotees who are new, you must have compassion to them. And for devotees who are advanced in Krishna consciousness, you must learn from them. And you must be friendly to those devotees who are in nature equal. And with those, like it said, prema, maitri, kripa, apeksha. 4 things. Also, I just discussed 3 things. Prema, maitri, kripa, and upeksha. I just discussed this prema with the Lord. And maitra means friendliness with equals. Friendliness with equals. And mercy with whom? Mercy to those new, to those who are new in Krishna consciousness. And upeksha means what? Upeksha means not associating or avoiding the association of those who are like, what do you say, atheist, or not atheist but dveshi. How do you use this word? Dveshi. Those who are dveshi, like non-believer. Those who are dveshis. Those who neglect people or devotees who are not Krishna conscious, you must associate there. You must not associate with them. Okay. So this is the principle of prema, maitri, kripa, and upeksha. Okay. So very easy to understand. Prema with the Lord, maitreya or friendliness with the equals, kripa, upeksha, mercy to the newcomers or somebody who is new to Krishna consciousness, and upeksha means neglect. Don't associate with them. You can talk to them but not associate with them who are devoid of the Lord's presence, like who are dveshi, who don't believe in the existence of the God, or who don't believe that God is present everywhere. Or this can be done with those devotees also who does blasphemy, like Kanishta Adhikari. He does blaspheme others, so you should neglect. You should not associate with them, because slowly and gradually you will also develop this habit, because it's like pickle. You get this taste. So 3 levels of devotees, you must understand that how you associate with whom. And it's not to see others. It's, oh, this devotee who is wearing big tulsi mala, he is a very great devotee. He is wearing saffron. Oh, he is a very great devotee. I am wearing white. Oh, he is having so long shikha. I am having no shikha. No, nothing like that. If you are thinking that in these terms, then you are a Kanishta Adhikari. Oh, he is wearing tilak. Oh, he is in short pants, so he is not a devotee. No. Bhakti is internal thing. Externally, you should not judge. Example, Chandrasekhar Vaidya. Last Sunday also I gave this example. This is really a very favorite example of me. I always think this. Chandrasekhar Vaidya, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, if you read, Chandrasekhar Vaidya is a disciple of Sri Man Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You are hearing, Tapas? Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's disciple is Chandrasekhar Vaidya. Okay? So, once upon a time, in Chaitanya Charitamrita Leela with Mahaprabhu, Chandrasekhar Vaidya was there. And then Chandrasekhar Vaidya was talking to Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu says, go outside the door and there is one Vaishnava standing, call him. Bring him. Greet him inside and bring him inside. So then, Chandrasekhar Vaidya was there. He went outside. So, somebody is there? No. No Vaishnava. Came back. Then he told Mahaprabhu, there is no Vaishnava outside. He said, no, there has to be one Vaishnava. You go outside and check. So he went outside and came back again. Again he went. So Mahaprabhu said, you go and check somebody with long beard, shaggy hairs, dirty clothes, mustache, big beard, unclean clothes. He should be there. He went outside and saw the person was there. Right. 3 times he saw the person. When Mahaprabhu said, go and see, then he recognized. Then Mahaprabhu brought him in, then Chandrasekhar Vaidya brought him inside, and then Mahaprabhu saw and he embraced him, saying, "Oh Sanatan Goswami." He was none other than one of the 6 Goswami, who is Sanatan Goswami. Now, how you say this? Because Sanatan Goswami was from Muslim community. Dabir Khas and Sakar Malik. Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, right? Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, they are two brothers who are from Muslim community. So Muslim people, they keep long beard, isn't it? Long hair and long beard. So that's why, but he is one of the Goswamis. And now you cannot distinguish, oh, this Prabhu is having long hair, not a devotee. Long beard, not a devotee. You are wrong. This is how Mahaprabhu is teaching. Understand? Then we are in the level of Kanishta Adhikari if we see the external things. Only seeing Krishna in the deity and does not respect devotees. Oh, so many outside people are, karmi people are there. They have head shaved. They are devotees. You see the other way also, na? There are so many. I know so many big business people who are atheists. Like, atheists are at least good. They don't believe in the existence. They believe that God is there, but I am not believing in the existence of God. They don't have hair. They are bald. So are they devotees? So only person who is head shave is a devotee? No. And again, somebody who is having hair is not a devotee. How can you say that? So you should not respect or distinguish a devotee according to the external features. If you are doing that, then you are in the level of Kanishta Adhikari. Somebody with big tulsi mala, oh, he is wearing only, or he is not wearing dhoti kurta, or he is wearing coloring kurta. Why you are judging? Who tried to do that? If he has given you the responsibility for that, then you can go and tell him personally, but not in a public. Only when he has given, only Guru has the right to ask him, tell him, tame him, and train him. But like there is counselor who can guide us, and there is also our spiritual master. So we have given our responsibility to our counselor, he can guide us. But who is somebody else to tell me? At least you should not have this grudge. You should think it yourself. अभी कोई दूसरा आपको सही कर रहा है तो इसका मतलब आप नहीं, आप जाके बोलेंगे तुमको मैंने अपनी रिस्पांसिबिलिटी थोड़ी ना दिया है. So you should be humble, but you should take this in your life कि मैं जाके किसी को नहीं बोलूंगा. Now that does not mean, because now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said there's somebody who is with long beard and externally looks, so you keep yourself shaggy. You keep long hair, you keep long beard, you don't wear devotee attire. No, that does not mean that. Again, इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं कि आप devotee का ये एकदम भी छोड़ दो, क्योंकि मैं तो मेरा भक्ति तो internally है. नहीं, इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं है. It has to be both ways. Sometimes some, what do you say, exceptions are there. In science, lot many are there, but in spiritual life, some exceptions are there. Like Prabhupada is one exception. Only one exception in spiritual life is Prabhupada. How easy he made for us students to practice spiritual life. But otherwise, for so many years, we have been only thinking that this Krishna consciousness is only for people who are age old. So now how we are in the level of Kanishta. We are in the level of Kanishta. How do we come to the level of Madhyama? We cannot always remain in the level of Kanishta, right? We have to go to the level of Madhyama. How do we go? Fast track to, somebody write. Fast track from bullet train. From Kanishta to Madhyama. How? Of course, we never want to be in Kanishta. We want that we always see the others mistake. No. Fast track. How to go to Kanishta? How to go from Kanishta to Madhyama? Number one, seriously serve Lord. Seriously serve Lord and the devotees. If you serve the devotees and the Lord, then very fast you can go from Kanishta to Madhyama. If you just keep serving Lord, then you will always remain in the Madhyama, Kanishta level. But if you serve the devotees also, you will go. And then second is follow all the rules and regulations. Write in short form. Rules and regulation, REGL, apostrophe. Rules and regulation. Third is avoid the 10 offenses to the holy name. And fourth is always think how to give the Krishna consciousness that you have got to others. Then you will come to the level of Madhyamadika. If you do these four things, there are many points, but this is like something for you to understand it very easy. Always think how to give this Krishna consciousness to others that you have got. तब आप मध्यम अधिकारी के स्तर पे जा सकते. Now there is a question that all the gurus in ISKCON are Uttam Adhikari. Are all the gurus who are present in ISKCON are Uttam Adhikari? So these few points. Thank you. So all the gurus in ISKCON are Uttam Adhikari. What do you say? ISKCON is a multi-guru organization. There is not one guru, na? One preliminary Shiksha Guru, that is Prabhupada. Of course, for all of us, Prabhupada is our guru. But there are also Diksha Gurus. And ISKCON is multi-guru organization. Multiple gurus are there. You can take Diksha from whomsoever you like. Or whomsoever inspires you. So, but now you tell me that is Guru always a Uttam Adhikari? Yes, no. Homework. Okay? Find out. I'll tell you one answer related to this. All the newcomers, or the newcomers mean Kanishtadhikari, okay? We are Kanishtadhikari. We all are Kanishtadhikari. Not just in thinking. Actually, we are. Okay? After practicing for a while, they come to the level of Madhyamadhikari. Huh? But again, those who are there in ISKCON for 50, 60 years, just imagine. Born in ISKCON. Their parents were devotees, so they are born in ISKCON. 50, 60 years they are in ISKCON. And in the service, but not realize God. They are in the service for 50, 60 years, but not realize God. Who are they? They are Madhyamadhikari. They have not realized God. Kanishtadhikari does not have much faith in the Shastras and does not have proper knowledge of Shastras. This is a point of Kanishtadhikari, you can write it down. That does not have much knowledge about the Shastra, does not have much Shastric knowledge. Second, in Madhyamadhikari, he has Shastric knowledge, but if you ask if he is into a debate, then he may lose. Not all the Shastric things are into him. He does not know all the Shastric things. He may lose. Whereas an Uttamadhikari will never defeat in Shastric explanation. This is one of the Lakshana. Again, somebody who is for 50, 60 years in ISKCON and has not realized God is Madhyamadhikari, but again that's not that he is in very advanced stage. Somebody who is for 50, 60 years in ISKCON has not realized God, but it does not mean that he is again in a very advanced stage. Yes or no? 50, 60 years in the service of the Lord. Yes, he is in a very advanced stage. He has not realized God, but he is in a very advanced stage. 50, 60 years, ananya means continuous service, unflinching service. You understand? Somebody who is very new, maybe 2 years in ISKCON, is just a new. So he is a Kanishtadhikari. He is new and he is a Kanishtadhikari. 50, 60 years of rigorous service. He is a Madhyamadhikari, not realized God, but is in an advanced stage. Don't take it Assam, okay? Advanced stage. And Madhyamadhikari level is actually very broad. This is actually Madhyamadhikari level. And this is very broad. We just discussed about Kanishtadhikari. Madhyamadhikari very broad. But disciple should always see his guru as Uttamadhikari. I helped you. Like you can ask question that all the gurus in ISKCON is Uttamadhikari, but at least a disciple should see his guru as Uttamadhikari, because very soon he is going to be there in that stage. Even if he is not now, but very soon the guru is going to be in the stage of Uttamadhikari. For example, this maybe this person 50-60 years in ISKCON, 50-60 years in ISKCON, he is guru. You took initiation from him, okay? But he is not realized in God consciousness, but he is in very much advanced stage. Okay. Now you accepted him as your guru. Now, do you think himself to be Uttamadhikari or not? Yes, because he is your guru, so you should think him to be an Uttamadhikari. Why? For example, although he is not in a Uttamadhikari stage, but still you should think him. Why? Because, see an example, a mango, now mango season is coming, mango which is attached with the stem is unripened, not ripened, paka hua nahi hai, kacha hai, unripened. If it remains attached with the stem for the longest time, then with time from green to little yellow and yellow to ripen. So same way, in near future this person is going to come to the level of Uttamadhikari. So you should at least think him to be an Uttamadhikari, even if he is not now. Very soon he will be in the stage. It's just a matter of time. Same with Guru. 50-60 years practicing day in, day out. They are like yellow. They are like yellow mangoes, but not ripened yet. And from Madhyamadhikari level, from somebody who is in the level of Madhyamadhikari, this is like very like third class stage. People anyway fall down from this stage. This is like just show off, like I show. Oh, I am doing Krishna conscious activity. But from here also people fall down. From Madhyama stage also people fall down. But from Uttamadhikari level, no chance of falling down. Because he is Krishna conscious. Fully, 100%. And now you may ask, Prabhu, what if somebody from Uttamadhikari falls down? Could happen. So if he is falling down, that means he was never in the stage of because Uttamadhikari no fall down. He should be in the stage of Madhyama or Kanishta. That is why fall down is happening. Because here no fall down. Okay? Any question, queries? See, Madhyamadhikari means one who is doing preaching, and Uttamadhikari means somebody who is also coming to the stage of Madhyamadhikari and doing preaching. When a Kanishtadhikari goes to the level of Madhyamadhikari and does preaching, it's very like the person whom he is preaching could be a devotee, could not be a devotee. But when Uttamadhikari does preaching, he is sure to become a devotee. And to those devotees, he is going to bring a revolution. Okay? So, this is the difference between Kanishta, Madhyama and Uttama. So we stop here for today. Any question, comment, queries will be answered by Prabhu. Okay? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Good questions to Prabhu. Yes.